Oh yeah, I guess I should. Well, I'll just have
Oh
Kathy
wow,
do my best.
there is no stream delay.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, I have a stream delay set.
Oh. Why?
Okay,
In case
well,
we say bad words, or I say something dumb.
no, so that no one can stream snipe me. Obviously, in my super competitive gaming streams.
Your random heroes.
Mystery heroes, sir.
Mystery heroes.
Please.
Yeah.
You better be playing with me when you get your PC built.
Look at my mouse.
Yo, I ordered a desk from
Look at my
Walmart. It's supposed to
mic.
be here today.
Ooh.
They canceled the order, so
Sick.
just gonna
Go Walmart. You can set it all up on the floor and lay down like a starfish and play like that.
absolutely.
Or we could do that thing where we tape you to the ceiling. Have you seen
I
that
I do
one?
like one of those.
We could.
Be like a floating desk.
Throwback. I've seen that like twice on the internet when I first got on it.
Space is limited at the LAN party. Everyone knows this. It's why my keyboard is always a little crooked. No, that's not actually why. I just.
Yeah, oh, you know what you should do? You should tweet out your do-it-yourself project.
Which one? Oh, that? Oh, no. That's ugly. Here, I'll show it on... Well, no, 'cause I don't want to mess with my camera. So I did a DIY project today. I have a desk that has lips on the side where you can't put a scissor mount for a microphone. So I found a piece of wood and I screwed it to my desk and I made a little ledge. And it ain't pretty, but it works.
You could have
I
at
would
least-
show you guys what my room's a mess. I have a shoe cubby next to my desk that has my PC on it, and my PlayStation and my Xbox.
Very nice.
Yeah.
You could have at least like spray painted it black.
The only spray paint that I have is like a weird matte silver.
Well, you could have done that.
I guess I could have, but to what end? Then it would just look like a silver piece of wood on my desk. I don't know. I'm not keeping this desk after I move, I don't think. I might keep it and use it for something else, but not as a computer desk. Space is tight right here.
Yeah.
So I have my mic stand set up on my shoe cubby. I forgot to mention that. That's why I said it. But
Oh, okay.
but it just flips off sometime.
It's not good.
It's not ideal. And then also part of the cushion so that it doesn't damage the. Well, it's supposed to be a desk. It's a shoe cubby, and it's like indented right here.
Yeah.
So
Naturally.
I got it for Christmas, so it's already.
You
I
should
appreciate the gift.
you should work on that. You should figure something out for that.
I should. But it's like otherwise, it's a great mic stand. Really solid.
Yeah, I mean, you
and I
can't
appreciate
really
it.
go wrong with that.
I think I just need to replace the foam. And
It'll-
then figure it out
If
from
you
there.
leave it, if you let it decompress, it'll even itself out.
No, it won't. It's not that. It's not like it's like destroyed.
Spray it with a hair
And it-
dryer.
It happened within like 2 weeks. I would show you, but then I'd have to like take it down and.
Yeah, don't. It's fine. I'll believe you.
Thank you.
It's gonna take two cardboard boxes and then just put like that really light style wood.
Yeah,
Put it in, and that's just gonna be my desk.
perfect.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So
Oh, that's right. You have the topic tonight.
yeah, I do have the topic. It is me.
Who are you?
Nora.
I'm Tanner.
I'm Emily.
Very nice,
And
guys.
we're-
We nailed that.
This group too.
We've never done that before.
And we're the spook. Oh,
yeah.
God.
Oh, it sounds like a Scooby Doo episode, but like one of the bad ones, like the new series of Scooby Doo.
All right, hold on. What's new Scooby Doo? No, wait. What is it now?
What's New Scooby-Doo was like 30 years ago at least.
Yeah.
No. They did like a new one.
The new one is... I think it
Mystery
is just
Inc. or
Scooby-Doo.
something?
Maybe Mystery Inc. That sounds familiar.
It's not a... I will say.
Also...
It's not a Scooby movie show, but it's a fun show. I really enjoyed it.
I'd like to throw out a quick movie review, and this can be a little teaser for our new podcast coming up, where Emily does film analysis.
Hold on. We're gonna try it.
We're gonna try it. We're gonna run a pilot episode and see how it goes, and if it goes well, we're gonna continue to do that. But I watched Scoob, the movie, the animated movie that just came out, with a bunch of famous people that I can't remember right now.
Yeah.
And
but not the cast and like the original cast and the most recent cast, and they were all pretty upset about it.
Yeah, well,
Like,
Matthew
I
Lillard.
refuse to support it.
Matthew Lillard is Shaggy to me.
Yeah. Well,
So,
he was cast as Shaggy, and then
I think they ended up with like
they booted him, and they didn't tell him until they announced the cast publicly, and that's how he found out that he wasn't going to be Shaggy.
Yeah, that's not cool.
It's not cool. And
I'm
then
ashamed that I bought that movie now.
Yeah,
How-
I heard that it flopped.
Oh, so it was fine. Did you watch Laugh Olympics or anything like that? Like the really, I say really old. I don't mean that as a jab. It's cartoons from like the 70s, like Laugh Olympics or the racing show where they have the battle cars and they race them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was characters from that. So the bad guy was spoiler alert. The bad guy was Dick Dastardly.
Yeah.
Oh, that one!
And,
Wacky Racers.
Wacky Racers, that was it.
I literally just said that, and I hate all.
Well, Norman, your audio cuts out sometimes.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
So yeah, it was Dick Dastardly and the Scooby Gang, and then they were with Blue Falcon. Is that right?
Yeah.
From Laugh Olympics and Wacky Racers. And it was fine. Like, it wasn't.
I played the game on Wii a lot, the Wacky Racer game. It was very fun.
Oh, I haven't played that.
Actually, I don't remember it being good. I remember as a kid thinking it was bad, but like fun.
I watched a lot of those like 500 cartoons on one cassette tape things when I was little, and
I
so
just had
that's
Boomerang because my
that.
parents were rich.
Tanner, can I pitch a movie idea to you?
Yeah,
So Catherine said
I'm all
hello,
ears.
everybody.
Hello.
Well, also, I've got a pretty full chat tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, chat.
Okay, here's my movie
I
idea,
have an
all right?
empty chat tonight. If anyone would like to see me, mixer.com/dumpsterjedi, it's the exact same thing. Continue.
Send him some love.
Here's my movie pitch, and it's a great crossover that'll really hit the young audience, the older audience.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Will Forte was Shaggy.
Yes. I mean, he's good, but
He's not.
he's not Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
it's Scooby Doo,
Okay.
International Man of Mystery Inc.
So what's the crossover?
Austin Powers, come on.
But like, what's the story? Give me the main beats.
Okay, cool. So,
Austin Powers
yep.
sees
Look, all I know
a
is
ghost. And who?
And it's Old Man Jenkins.
Who is
no,
he
it's
gonna
Dr.
call?
Evil, obviously.
It is.
I just know the ending.
I haven't seen.
Austin Powers.
Yeah, it's on the list.
Is it? Add it to the
Yeah.
list.
It's on the list.
Oh, okay.
I just said.
I like that. I did recently also watch the Supernatural and Scooby-Doo crossover episode.
I need to get on that. I think that would be very. Is it good?
Very fun. Very funny, classic throwback episode. Anyway, we're just interrupting Norman at this point. He has a whole topic to talk about, and you can tell he's excited.
I thought you were talking about interrupting me about my movie. I was like, I'm done.
Well, okay, so the thing about the movie is, we're on air having said that, so if it gets made, like, do we have royalties coming from that? Is that
Absolutely.
property of us now? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that no.
That Hollywood
because
has better lawyers than us?
I'm gonna
Because
say-
never mind. I'm not going to divulge who my lawyer
I'm sending
is.
people to your chat.
That is so sweet. Oh my goodness, there's people in my chat. Hey dude, what's up to you? Thank you
from
for
Embers-
having both streams open. That means so much to me.
Yeah, from Embers is Nick.
Oh, okay. Hey dude.
Not to like dox.
Anyway, Norm, what do you got?
Okay, cool. So this one's gonna be a tough one.
Okay.
Now, sorry, no, I'll stop. I'll just listen.
Did you have something to say?
Well, I was gonna say when you say tough, and then I was gonna make some examples, but I think I should let you speak.
Tough like Mike Tyson, even though he retired a long time ago. But man, have you seen that guy box since then?
No.
See what happens when
When I open my big mouth, I'm sorry.
Do you want me to keep going?
I'm sorry. It's because
Tough
Yeah,
like
one
me
more.
trying to come up with a Family Guy reference to fit this scenario? I don't have one.
Oh, you're thinking that. Okay, no, this is gonna be tough because this actually took place in China.
Oh, okay. And so you know
The
how
tough
they
part
are.
is- well, the
No,
tough part
there, you
is
can't say that.
How the Chinese government doesn't let information disseminate.
Okay,
Come on.
Okay.
Come on,
What
guys.
you meant. You can't just say that, dude.
Well, we all know how my pronunciation on.
Oh, I thought you meant you don't actually have many details because it took place in China. You mean
what you meant.
that you're going to have to pronounce words.
I'm gonna have to pronounce the names.
Just remember, when it has a Q, it's a CH sound. In
That's
English.
good to know.
How do you know that?
Yeah, how do you know that?
The Qing Dynasty.
Also, I'm looking.
I actually
I'm
know a lot of, well, not a lot of Chinese history, but I was taught a lot more than the average. In my world history class, we actually went over like Chinese history. What a concept!
in my world history class. Our teacher was a coach, so we didn't go over much.
Nice.
I'm looking at them for people watching the stream. They're over here for me. Sorry about that. I'll try to do both. Go ahead.
Oh, that was me. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the first part. So the guy we're gonna talk about today, his name is Yang Xinhai,
How's it spelled?
Xinhai.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure Emily, you would correct me because you took one
No, well, I just wanted to know so I could.
1/4 of our class.
Look, I don't know much, but this is what I have. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm not
just-
well versed, but
just
I
listen
know
to
how to
it.
pronounce some
Just-
names.
Yeah, just correct me. But for the remainder of this, I'm just gonna call him Yang. So Yang is definitely down in history as one of the worst killers in China.
Ooh.
It's estimated that he has about 67 victims between the years of 2000 and 2003.
Wow.
I have a question.
Prolific.
Yeah.
What about Mao?
Okay, well that's a different thing. Don't you
He
think?
didn't kill them by his own hand. You're right.
Yeah, no, this guy,
He's not a government leader that led the family.
Yeah. This guy's he's a hard worker. He's all with his own hands. So
Industrious.
yeah,
I'm excited to hear
He's a
more.
go-getter.
yeah.
As
so,
weird as this has started out. Let's hear more about this hardworking chap.
Yeah, absolutely. So, let me see here. So, so he was executed.
Okay.
Spoiler alert. He was executed at 38. He killed about 67 people.
That's a lot of people.
It's quite a bit.
In the 30s too.
No, he said 2000. He said 2000.
I thought he said 38.
No,
he died at 38.
Oh, okay.
Was yeah. He killed about 67 people and raped 23. He was pretty much on a spree, which spanned 4 provinces in 4 years, and he was eventually found and convicted.
Wow.
So the, I guess, funny thing about his trial, it was like just super quick. The trial started and ended within an hour. It was pretty much clear cut and dry.
Open and shut.
Pretty much.
Did they have some good stuff on him, I guess?
Yeah, he also admitted to it. So,
Well,
that'll do it.
yeah, that's pretty hard to argue against.
Yeah. So let me actually tell you one of the incidents that happened, which happened December 6, 2002, which was, I guess, pretty late in his career. So his normal form of killing was he would just break into houses and just with a hammer and break into people's houses at night and just kill everybody in. There was one instance where he broke into a farmhouse in a village, and let's see, and he ended up killing the mother, the son, and daughter, and the father survived. The only reason he survived was because he slept in a new house that they were kind of they were building, and he decided to sleep in that house. So that morning when he woke up,
that's gotta suck. That's my take.
No, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's
like, oh, I'll go get some breakfast with my family. Oh, they're all dead.
Yeah, it says here.
Has it been enough time to meme this like Emily's doing, or?
They're not going to hear it.
Oh, God.
Okay, that was a bad take.
Oh, man. I regret going into the next thing I was about to say.
What were you going to say?
Okay, so...
The views expressed in this podcast solely represent the individual and not the interests of...
They don't represent
Dumpster Jedi or Channel 3 media in general. Okay.
So, the father, his name is Lou. So when he woke up that morning, he went into the house, and the first person he saw was actually his wife. He says his wife could still bat her eyelids, but could not speak anymore.
No.
Yeah. So his wife and son were all found dead with bloody faces. His wife died 10 days after being sent to the hospital, December 6th. So Yang eventually he confessed that he used an iron hammer to kill 5 family members. Oh, so it was Lou's mother, his wife, his son, and his daughter.
Okay.
Well, that bites.
And
yeah.
So, but yeah, eventually Yang kind of confessed, hey, yeah, this is how I did it. So interesting enough, Yang. So he used a new hammer for each murder, which
you gotta treat yourself.
Yeah, I suppose so. And every hammer he buried near a tomb at night, and then he would also take his clothes and just his bloody clothes and just throw them in the river. So that's kind of how he was able to elude a little bit.
That still doesn't seem great. All things considered,
untraceable, but at the same time, the villages are very far apart, and you can get away from it pretty easily, I think. Mm-hmm. And no one's gonna check necessarily. So a little bit about Yang. He dropped out of school in 1985 and began to travel to other regions working as a hired laborer. He was twice sent to re-education
re-education labor camps between 1988 and 1991 for theft. So he kind of already had like a criminal.
That's jail.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Well, it's jail, but worse. But how old was he? If he died at 38 in 2008, in the 80s, he would have been like a kid.
30.
Someone math that. Tanner, he's on it.
He would have
He'd be,
been
like,
born in
20
70.
something. Yeah, he would have been like 20 something max.
So in the 80s, he would have been 10 through 20. You said 84, though he'd be 14. Right?
85.
85? 15. Fun fact. 1 year later, 1 year older.
Wow.
Yeah, after dropping out of school in 15, he just started working.
Okay, so that lines up. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, call for stealing 88 through 91. And yeah, he was sentenced to 5 years in prison in 1996 for an attempted rape. Yeah, so he's already kind of sketch guy. But he was a little bit, yeah, not the greatest.
Good take.
But he was released in 2000. So, and oddly enough, after prison, that is when he decided to start his killing spree.
I bet the people who released him are like a little upset with themselves. You know?
What do you mean? Just like, ooh.
The ones who made the call and they were like, he's good. Let him go.
Oh, I got a Family Guy reference. You ready for it? It's the movie parody episode where Cleveland, they're asking for Shawshank Redemption, and they're like, hey, you can come out. And Cleveland's like, I'm gonna kill your whole family. They're like, oh, all right, send him out.
Yeah. Okay. So you haven't seen Shawshank Redemption, have you, Emily?
Great movie.
Okay. There's a speech that Morgan Freeman gives that Cleveland does a pretty aggressive take on in a Family Guy episode. We will watch that movie.
Yeah, I know. That's definitely one that I want to watch.
And then watch the clip.
Yeah, and then watch the clip. Also, here's a fun fact, because I've been forcing Carolee, my fiance, Carolee, to watch Star Wars against her will recently. And pretty much every original trilogy Star Wars movie is best followed by the Family Guy parody. Watch the movie, watch the parody, and it will deepen your understanding of what happened in the movie.
I don't know that I believe you 100%.
Try it. But skip over that whole joke with the
why
couch, because that takes forever. Anyway. Continue.
So yeah, he was released in 2000. So it's said that his motives were... So it doesn't seem like everyone... there's a couple different reasons why.
Hold on. Were you about to throw out some Latin at us?
What?
Were you about to throw out some Latin?
No.
Okay.
Where did you get that?
That sounded like he said modus.
No.
Okay.
No. Motive.
Okay.
I can't speak, so... but no, so
nice,
there's a couple of different, right? Very yeah.
I thought he was going to say modus operandi, which is where MO comes from, which is what you use when you're describing a serial killer, his MO.
Oh, look at that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so there's a couple different motives. So one of them was that he had been dumped by his girlfriend and wanted to take his anger out on society.
Well, that seems wildly misplaced.
Basically, so and this is.
But we live in a society, so
we live in a society.
But this is how you know this guy was like really just screwed up, because sources say that he killed and raped not for money. He was actually quoted to saying he committed crimes to merely hurt society. And was even when people in prison would ask him about it, one of the things he said was killing people is very usual, nothing special.
Well, no.
That's a weird take.
Yeah. I need statistics to back that up. Tell him, go to his grave and tell him that I need proof.
Let's do this. What if we just hit that psychic up that's in town and see if she can get us in touch?
I think she might have closed.
No, she was outside yesterday.
Never mind. I was looking at the wrong building then. I think the building next to her closes and is for rent, and I was like, no.
I think your microphone peaked on your emotion for the Cherokee psychic closing. Anyway.
So eventually justice was...
Hold on.
Out.
I have to shout out someone in chat, because someone's in my chat, and that's wild. That never happens to me. So, shout out Satin. I'm just going to call you Satin.
I'm pretty sure that's Catherine.
Sick. Anyway. Oh, yeah, justice was given out. He was... he confessed.
No.
On February 1st, 2004, after a trial that lasted less than an hour for the murders of 67 of the victims and the rapes of 25 women, he was sentenced to death for crimes.
You know, the
that
justice
seems
system
fair.
Worked. in this case.
I am not going to speak on the Chinese justice system, except to say that in this instance, it seems like they got it. That might be a hot take, but...
No, I think this one... Yeah. I don't know that there's much else to do.
So...
I don't know if that's booming as loud on my stream as it is in my headphones. I'm going to put that on the nice soft mouse pad from now on. Go ahead.
Emily, if you were to guess how China executes their criminals, what would be your guess?
For this guy, I would hope the guillotine, but probably the rope.
Jesus.
Well,
in
make a show of
I'm
it.
Thinking drawn and
Making
quartered.
a show of it, but it's actually not very. It's like one of the most painless deaths. But I would probably guess the rope.
Drawn and quartered, but with drones. That's what I'm thinking.
Drones? What is up with you and drones lately? Yeah. No, so
I wanted a drone.
He was executed by a shot to the head on February 14, 2004.
Sick. That's how I'd want to be executed.
Shot
Firing
to the head?
squad?
No. Was it a firing squad, or was it like one guy? Like, all right, any last words? Good night.
With a firing squad, I think ceremonially, and I read this somewhere, I don't know if it's true, only one of them has a loaded gun. And the squad is there for their sanity, so that they all have...
everyone but one shoots blanks and the bullet is pulled.
Yeah, so they can all believe that they were firing blanks.
What if you miss?
If you're the guy with the bullet... I think at that point they have to let you go, right? If you survive your execution, you're off the hook.
I'm 90% sure that's not true because that's happened before.
Well, what about that one guy?
I have support in my chat for something.
What about that one guy that like had a heart attack or something like that, and he was dead for like 4 seconds,
and he claimed his life sentence was served?
He's like, I served my life sentence. I died.
So a court found not in his favor, unfortunately. But
why.
Look, I don't know. I don't know what he was convicted of. I don't know what he would do if released. But
because depending on the crime, I could get behind it.
Yeah, his case was hilarious enough that I was like, yeah, all right, let him go. What's the worst that can happen?
Several things.
Anyway, so one shot to the head, or like a lot of shots to the head,
or like a firing squad, or like.
It's not so detailed. At least I'm seeing. It's just says shot to the head. So could have been either.
As executions go, that doesn't seem
right
like
back.
the worst one. You know?
It doesn't seem like the worst, but it doesn't seem like the best.
I know the Iron Maiden wasn't a real thing, but the fact that someone dreamt that up means someone made it in a wood shop somewhere, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Where did Emily go?
She should be back.
Oh.
Yeah, but no, this is pretty crazy. I'm surprised I've never heard about this.
Yeah, me
Heard
either.
about what?
This guy.
I'm surprised I never heard
Zelda.
about this.
Yeah, she was crying out my door because I thought she was inside.
Bridget's been licking herself on the bed this whole time, and you haven't noticed.
Your
Want to
mic
hear
is
some?
blocking.
Want to hear some more some sweet quotes from this guy?
Yeah, let's hear.
We got
I
when I
guess.
killed people, I had a desire to kill more. This inspired me to kill more. I don't care whether they deserve to live or not. It is none of my concern. He's also got this banger of I have no desire to be part of society. Society is not my concern.
I have a question. Well, I guess he wasn't really an incel if he had a girlfriend at one point.
Well, she broke up with him, so maybe he became an incel afterwards. Well, but he didn't. He's killing everyone. Though. He's killing like men, women, kids.
Children, yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
the
definitely
dark
seems like
side.
he's definitely like. Some of these quotes, I'm like, he went to Hot Topic, and
It's
it's got really edgy.
scare me.
Yeah.
oh, you had to reference that one. I think that was Spencer's.
No.
Was it at
both.
Hot Topic? Or was it both?
Well, I don't know if it was both, but I know for sure, like, it's still at Hot Topic.
Hot Topic's wild. It's a wild
Honestly?
place.
I love it.
You remember when they had the gates? That
No, I
was
a baby.
Let's just finish.
But yeah, that's it. It's not a lot of crazy details.
It is something worth looking into, though.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like breeding. Like when you kind of go into more details on specifically like the killing of like the 5 family members or 4 family members. Just reading that, I was like, man, this is like messed up. And it's not even like he stabbed them or shot them. Like all of the victims, like bludgeoned to death.
That's
Like, it takes real effort.
That's unpleasant.
Yeah.
I'll go out on a limb and say, I don't like that. And it's
Which
unpleasant.
is why we should lock our doors.
I wonder
yeah,
if
you
my
would think, huh?
door is locked. Huh?
My roommate keeps not locking the door, even though there was an aggravated robbery in the complex next door, and someone got shot yesterday.
Wait, what? I feel like
Yeah.
I would have heard about that.
It was all over Twitter,
Ah,
and like, I was at work,
wild.
so I was safe. But like, I had a couple people texting me like, because it was in the complex that backs up on mine, and the complex that I used to live at since I moved just like to the next street over. They gave an update today. It's like, yeah, there's an aggravated robbery. No one died, but like someone was
still.
like there was a shooting.
Yeah.
So they blocked off my street and then the next block up for a couple hours yesterday.
Awesome.
And our door was unlocked when I came home.
Awesome.
I'm ready to live by myself.
Yes, I live alone, and I think my door might be unlocked. I'm not sure.
But that's on you now.
But it is, and I take full responsibility for that. And I have a guard dog, so he's vicious.
Okay.
Don't make faces, Norman. Don't do that. He's
Can't help
sensitive.
it, though.
He's vicious, but he's sensitive, okay?
He's got a face only his father could love.
That's not true. It's not true. Tell her it's not true.
You can get some sweet internet points
She's not saying anything.
on Reddit.
Hey, didn't that one rapper like a photo of him once?
Yes, Big Baby liked a photo of my dog. And that is something that I will treasure forever, honestly.
He's gonna talk about that story on his deathbed.
I will. I'm going to tell my grandkids about the time Big Baby liked a picture of my dog.
A picture of with Marty.
Big Baby liked a picture of my dog, and Killer Mike retweeted me one time.
Meanwhile, I've got a Fortnite YouTuber. He slid into my DMs the other day, finally.
Honestly, Fortnite? Come on. You could at least go for like a Warface streamer or something, you know?
I didn't go for anybody. He's been going through all my pictures. He went back again, select more photos, and he messaged me, "Heyo," with 6 O's, and then he went like this emoji, and it's like, oh my god.
Sick. Hang loose.
Basically, I'm in love.
You should just be like, you trying to smash? I don't know. Just
no, I play Fortnite.
I also
not
I don't
Smash.
Know. I think he might be like, I don't know how old he is. I like can't tell.
That was an issue
like,
for a streamer
older
recently. Oh, older. Never mind.
Oh, he's definitely not younger. He would be older, but I guess like that's
There
not
was
an issue. The issue is that he's a Fortnite YouTuber.
There was a female streamer recently who, I think she was married, which is like a detail in the story, but actually not a big one when you take into account the rest of the story. She was having relationships with a handful of underage Fortnite streamers. I don't know how many is a handful, but enough that it's like
more than 0 is too many.
Yeah.
That's
and
where I land on that.
It was kind of documented too, like, because she would go to these events because she was a streamer, and then they were Fortnite pros. I did air quotes. I'm sorry if I don't take your profession seriously, Fortnite pros. And she would go to these events, and her friends would be texting like, "Oh yeah, she's with this guy," and they're like, "Isn't he 15?" And they're like,
Ew, if it's like 17,
Yeah.
I could almost understand it, but like as a 22-year-old, I can't imagine dating a 19-year-old.
So I'm not gonna send anyone links for that. Just Google it. I don't remember her name or any of their names, but I'm sure it comes up if you Google it.
Emily, what's the youngest you'll date?
20.
25.
Yeah, only older people. No, like depends on
Don't call me
the
older.
person.
25 is not older.
Yeah, that's older than me. I'm 22.
We're in the same bracket.
I'm not saying we're not.
I'm clinging to the edge of your bracket.
I'm not saying that we're not, because I feel like me and you are basically the same age, but I don't
probably.
feel like I'm the same age as a 20-year-old, you know? If that makes sense?
Yes.
Because it feels like there is a gap there. Because I'm not who I was when I was 20. But I am who I was when I was 21.
So there's like something
I've
that...
also been through a lot, so I mature all the time. I'm constantly working on myself, but, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of set where I'm going to be for a while.
You have to break it down into phases of beer when it comes to guys.
Oh God.
No, it's true.
You know, I like girls too. I would date a 20-year-old girl. I don't know that I would date a 20-year-old guy.
Well, that's entirely different.
Yeah. So
Those are two very different things.
I know. Well, you asked the youngest person I would date, not the youngest man I would date. Probably like 21. Zelda, don't chew on that. Oh my god.
Okay. She's gone.
I just feel like that's a weird line to draw. It's like so close.
It is. I don't know. Like, I get it. You just want someone in the same phase of life as you.
Okay, but like, you know. Okay, she's gone.
Yeah, she's
okay, Tanner, like, what's the youngest you?
my fiance.
And she...
My age. 25.
And you are... Okay, so you only date...
I would only date her. Because she's my fiance.
Oh, okay. Alright.
She's in the room.
What did I miss?
Nothing.
Can you ask her what's the youngest she would date?
What's the youngest you would date?
How old is she?
She's my age. She's not answering.
Just doesn't say the number. Just give us the number.
What's the youngest you would date?
Maybe 23.
She says 23. Maybe.
I get that. I prefer like a 2-year age gap max, but no.
Oh, hold on.
I don't know.
She's changing her mind.
Like, me personally, I just think it's...
Maybe 25.
She says 25. Me.
I don't know.
I like how different y'all's answers are. I guess maybe it's just because I'm like older than both of you. But like when I look back and I look at these brackets, like 19 and 24, it's all the same bracket. Like,
yeah,
it's all the same.
To me, it's not. But I also I think I'm coming at it from
all these ages.
I'm gonna be honest.
Like, I wouldn't date a freshman or a sophomore. That's where my mind's at. I don't know if it's different.
19 to 22-ish is a blur for me.
I don't remember half of being 21, but that's not because I was drinking. Just let the record show.
Well, okay. I also I worked at nightclubs and all kinds of stuff. Like I lived a very different life in my late teens, early 20s than I do in my mid 20s, and then I will in my late 20s.
Same life since I was 7. Like, I've been at the same job since I was 17. Like, the more things change, the more things stay the same. You know.
Fair enough.
But that's me. But I also know that emotionally, hey, when did this become a dating podcast?
I don't know. I'll be right back. Y'all keep doing this.
I know emotionally I'm very, very different than even when I was 21. But I was also I've been through a lot in my life. And I think that by the time I was 21, it kind of all hit a boiling point. So, I don't feel like I am who I was a year ago. I don't even feel like I'm the same person I was 6 months ago, but that's also because I've been doing so much internal work and kind of working on myself to make sure that I don't get as into such a bad position before, which I wasn't in a dangerous position. I was just not taking care of myself, and I was depressed all the time. And now I'm very, very actively combating that and standing up for myself, especially in relationships now. I'm a lot better about saying what I want and what I don't like, and stuff like that. So what I'm saying is, it would depend on the person.
Yeah.
But I couldn't imagine dating a teenager, and I think that's because my sister's about to turn 19. So I can't, that's too young. Because she's a baby.
But, what if they're hot?
If they're hot, I could go to, 18.
Huh.
Now, also, when I'm on dating apps, when I talk to someone who's, in my mind, significantly younger, but significantly being 19, I feel a disconnect, but I also I'm much further away from living with my mom, because I've been living on my own for 4 years now, and the last year I've been paying my own bills and stuff, so I don't think that I'd be on the same wavelength as someone much younger than me.
I'm curious, is that do you think you would still... So, typically on dating apps, you already know their age. I'm curious, do you think you would still feel that disconnect even if you had no idea how old they were? On some levels, I feel like the disconnect is there because it's they're younger, they just not going to understand these concepts.
I think that a big part of it is even if I didn't know their age. Hi, so cute, squeaky. I think a big part of it is you can tell the confidence of someone as well through dating apps. So even if you don't know their age, so a lot of the 19-year-olds.
I'm sorry, I'm remembering what my profile looked like.
Yeah,
now
I've
that
got
you say that,
of my profile from when I was 20 and 21, and it's and even my dating profile from last summer, it's or last October, it's very much like not what I would do now. And it's very much like I definitely wasn't comfortable in my skin, and I was trying to show my best sides, but like right now I could post, like if I was on dating apps, I'd post just pretty much any picture of me that I thought was good, instead of like, well, I want them to think this and this and this. I think that's a big part of it too, is like, since I'm 22 and I feel like I'm a lot more confident and secure in my skin, and I think that a lot of younger people aren't necessarily, at least from my experience when I was that young. And then also when I swipe through, it's like you see people. I was
so much more confident when I was younger.
Well, Hannah, I have aged like a fine wine.
Okay. Never mind. Go ahead. I won't paint a mental picture there.
Thank you. No, I just like I know that I'm a lot healthier mentally and physically now than I have been in a long time. I think I was physically much healthier when I was working out all the time in high school, and all the activities I was in. But now I got a booty, so like I'm not underweight anymore, which is a big thing. Drinking all that Mountain Dew helps a lot.
Here's a fun fact: I used to be a personal trainer.
I knew that.
That's true. I should honestly start taking care of myself again. That's... Yeah. Anyway.
Let's start working out together once everything is back to normal. I'm so fragile.
I've given up on normal.
Question.
Yeah.
We still Spook Troop, or...
now we're off air. We're in off air territory.
Okay.
I know. That's why I'm like
which is
dancing
fine.
Around details. Because I don't want to not dox myself, but I feel like I don't need to share that much of my life on stream.
Welcome to the probably first episode of Spook Troop off air. Or no, Channel 3 off air. This is what it's going to be like. Feel free to come back.
You're talking about how I wouldn't date a teenager unless they're hot.
Is that where that ended up while I was gone?
We made that joke while you were gone, and I just wanted to repeat it.
Oh, okay. Very good.
I said, but Emily, what if they're hot? And you're like, oh, yeah.
18. No, I just think a lot of teenagers are still kind of figuring out. I think a lot of people are. And so I don't know if it's an age thing. I think it's more prevalent in 20 younger, where it's like still figuring out who they are and who they are in their adult life. And any pictures from high school do not need to be in a dating profile, and people still have them when you're 19. I don't know why. Because I am not attracted to children. So.
Well, that's good. At least we've got that covered. You know?
Yeah. A couple things I always wonder about. That would knock off the list.
Norman, what's the youngest you would date?
Also, how old are you?
So I'm 28.
Okay.
Gonna be 29 in August. Right.
Okay.
I think the youngest I would date is probably like. Okay, so I'm gonna start this by saying I when it comes to like dating in general, like, oh, Tanner, you're gone.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm still here.
I try to keep like an open mind.
Messed up my setup. It's fine. Sorry.
I try to keep an open mind because I understand that, age isn't everything. There's also like a level of maturity, and I've known people that are like 20 that are way more mature than people.
That sounds like an excuse that's given on the stand.
Okay, right. So,
I've been watching a lot of To Catch a Predator. No,
yeah, right. So, well, I have these Doritos and packs of condoms here. So I would say like my first response is like 25. I feel like 25 between like the age of 25 and 30. There's like similarities there. But I mean,
how you doing?
What's that?
I said, how you doing?
How you doing? But I feel like I would be open to some of my younger, probably no younger than 21. Like, even that area just sounds like gross, but I would be like,
another thing, I want to go drinking with my partner. Yeah. I can't do that with a 20-year-old.
That's true.
I want to go get drinks.
I dated, when I was over 21, someone who was not, and it was severely limiting at times when it shouldn't have been.
When I first downloaded Tinder, I remember there was this one specific conversation I had, and I asked her, I was like, "Oh, hey, like, what's your favorite bar?" She's like, "Oh, I don't really have one." I was like, "What? Why not? Like, these are awesome." She's like, "Because I can't drink." I'm like, "Right, unmatched."
Okay, well, there's
It's just
that.
like,
Yeah. I was talking to a 20-year-old for a while, and I forgot that he was 20. And then I was like, "Hey, we should get a drink sometime." And he was like, "Yeah, we can in 6 months." And I was like,
Ooh, awkward.
"No, that's okay."
so to answer your question, 25. I'll be open.
A loose 25.
I'll
That
listen.
sounds bad.
Oh, he's the oldest. youngest. Oldest. She got money.
Yo, okay.
I would date someone significantly older.
So
I'll say that.
there's
Significantly
someone,
being like 28. Is
there's
my max.
a lady
Really
in
want to-
town that drives a Maserati that I've heard is available.
Bye,
She
Carolee.
she is significantly older, but she drives a Maserati. So you
Is she
gotta
looking
weigh. I'm saying there's someone out there who needs to be weighing some options.
Yeah.
You know, it's not me.
Does she swing
But-
my direction?
I haven't asked because I've never met her.
Well, if you could get
Um,
on that, I would really appreciate it.
Does she have a pool, and does she need someone to clean said pool?
Well, we were talking about a serial killer, right?
Right. Right. Well, I mean, that was all the
Okay.
information I had. Like that was it.
Yeah, I mean
Was that
that was a wild story. I don't know. I don't want to get into it, but like a hammer seems,
Hammer's very personal.
yeah. Like at that point, you
got a
have to
lot of
really
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 want it.
be behind what you're doing. You know?
Like, and like the mess it leaves. So at least with a knife, it's like it's still messy, but it's like I don't know, centralized, or at least it's just like you move the hammer.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever? Okay, never mind.
Well, no. Go ahead.
Like any of the Gallagher, the comedian.
Okay.
Gallagher?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm vaguely familiar. I'll
I'm
say.
sure Emily doesn't know.
No. I don't know if she knows who you're talking about, let alone.
No.
He's a comedian that was really popular.
He used to hit watermelons with stuff.
Was that his whole thing?
That
Not
was
his
like,
whole thing.
like one of the popular things at the end of his show. He would take like a watermelon and then just smash it with a hammer, and people loved it.
People would wear
Comedy
raincoats
has evolved.
in the front rows.
Right.
Comedy has evolved. Have you seen Carrot Top? You should go back and watch some Carrot Top if you want to see how far comedy has come.
I just hear about Carrot Top every now and then.
Isn't like I don't know. Carrot Top would be like
He
Dimitri
does-
Martin.
He does
Oh, I love
prop
Dimitri.
comedy. Carrot Top does prop comedy, which
Okay.
I think is inherently unfunny.
Me too.
But
Dimitri Martin.
he's ripped.
Dimitri Martin doesn't count. I don't know.
He
Dimitri
does.
can
Dimitri
also do it
Martin does
without
solipsistic comedy, and that's funny. So
I love Dimitri Martin.
I also
Yeah, Carrot Top, older or younger than Dimitri Martin.
Dimitri Martin is so old. So old compared to what I thought he was. I thought he was like perpetually 25.
that's fair because he looks like he's 14. So
Yeah. Yeah, isn't he like 40 something?
yeah, something like that.
Which is such a
But
I didn't
okay,
know.
he's got that 70s hair, and I was like, oh, cool
his hair hasn't
throwback.
changed in so long.
Yeah, but it turns out like that's just his same hair from then.
He stopped aging at maybe like 27, and his hair stopped. as well.
27 is, I would say, a stretch.
I would say a stretch. He looks.
20.
I would say 25.
20.
What?
He
Alright.
looks older than 20. This doesn't. I'm not
I'm
starting
27.
this discussion.
Really? I don't know. I go
I'll
like
start off
maybe
with
22.
25.
Like I would card him at a bar.
Yeah. Fair.
I wouldn't, but I know who he is.
Well, okay.
I know.
Okay.
I know. That joke was supposed to land better.
Did you take comedy lessons from Carrot Top? Sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I don't remember.
I heard Andre.
No.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter.
Never mind.
No, I know who Andre the Giant is.
Well, there's also 3000.
Yeah, but you started to say the Giant just now.
Okay.
Let's move on.
This has been...
Nate, do you believe in serial killers?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say yes.
I guess, but, you know, they're kind of like...
I could be persuaded either way. Alright, how long have we been on? Wow, this has been a short one.
More than an hour. Half of it was just talking about how young.
We probably only talked about the subject about 20 minutes.
Maybe 20 minutes.
Alright, well... Do y'all want to go ahead and sign off then?
We probably should. We don't have anything to add.
Talk more about dating.
We could talk more about dating. Should we do it on air?
No, I think we're good. I'm going to go ahead and say no.
Okay. Well, I'm Norm. You can find me anywhere. There's a search bar. Just type Happy Bananas. I'm there.
He cut out. He said unhappy bananas for the record.
There we go.
I'm glad. Okay, I'm glad you're hearing him cut out too, because whenever we're in a group chat with Norm on here, everyone acts like they don't hear it, including me, I guess.
Well, if there's no solution to the problem, then I'm not going to bring up the problem.
I guess I've just always assumed it was just me that couldn't hear him. Okay, very good.
It's the
no, my sister texted me. Yeah, my sister texted me that the sound was bad, and I was like, "What are you gonna do? Can you understand what he's saying? Yeah."
Then that's as good as it gets.
As much as I got.
It's not my mic cutting out. That's just how I talk.
Yeah, I can confirm that.
It's like a really exaggerated Obama voice is what he's doing. like it cuts out, but it's so exaggerated that it's in the middle of words.
Tanner, where can we find you?
Right here, if you're watching my stream, then I come back to that sometimes. And I'm still Tanner on Twitter, I think.
Yes.
Dumpster Jedi, pretty much everywhere else.
On Insta, you're KasenT111.
That's true. And you can go there and see the photo that Big Baby liked of my dog.
A smile only his dad could love. And I'm going to stick to that. I am Emily. You can find me everywhere at Ninja Squirrel, NJASQRL. I definitely didn't put my real name in this stream. I've had Ninja Squirrel the whole time.
Oh well.
It happens. But yeah, you can find us at channel3media.com. You can find this podcast everywhere at Spoop Troop Pod. Download it on your favorite podcast app, Spoop Troop. Tell your friends.
I thought I had something to add, and then I remembered you hit it already, so we're good.
Buy our merch. Do we have masks yet?
We do have masks.
We have masks.
There you go.
So get the Spoop Troop logo on your face.
I need to order one.
I need to order one too, but I don't know if I could wear it to work. And also, is it obnoxious to wear that as someone who's part of it?
I don't know. Maybe.
I had that discussion with Hadley the other day. He was like, no, you gotta advertise yourself. And I was like, that's obnoxious.
It's one of those things where it's like,
I wear my hoodie in public that says Spoop Troop real small in the corner.
If it's our merch and we have to test it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna own it and we're gonna wear it to make sure that it wears well, you know?
Right.
Maybe I'll just wear it to the grocery store, and if anyone asks, it's like, oh, it's my friend's podcast.
So, buy the merch. We want to be on your face. Go out and buy it right now.
That's true. We do want to be on your face, whoever you are.
I'm not going to say those words in that order.
Why?
Why you got to be weird?
Don't make it weird.
Tell the people you want to be on their face.
All right. Good night.
Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.
I regret nothing.
What a mess.
Sorry, Mom.
Where is my mouse?